How you doing? This is a video I'm going to talk a little bit about something that most of you guys probably wouldn't think about. Again, if you had a stroke or you haven't never had one, you ain't gonna think about this as something you need, and that's a wheelchair. More than likely in a wheelchair. Now, here's the downside that I've ran into myself. No pun intended. Wheelchairs aren't cheap. I was able to get one for my 120 bucks, which was on sale. And you gotta keep in mind a lot of factors. The wheelchair has to carry your weight. It has to more likely be able to be folded up and fit somewhere pretty easy. You should make sure it has locks on it because when you first start, you're not gonna be able to stop yourself that easy. Excuse me, hiccups. And the one thing that bothered me the most about it was I actually went to a medical facility that was not wheelchair um, ready. I guess you say accessible. Any thing with a any door technically is if it's wide enough can be considered wheelchair accessible if you can open it. But they didn't have to push the button and then it opens automatically slowly. They didn't have that on none of the doors there, and so getting inside was a very difficult chore. I didn't know if I should go forward and push it open with my hand, or should I go backwards and try to push it backwards that way? Because when you're a stroke victim, usually one side of your body is paralyzed. Well, or pretty much, I hate to use the terminology, but useless. And because of that, is my right side, which is my dominant side. I'm wheeling myself around with my left hand, which again, it does not seem like a difficult thing when you watch other people do it as much. But a lot of people who are used to wheelchairs have been doing it a long time, and they develop certain muscles which make it a little bit easier and more able to control it. Now, when you only picture this, I think everybody can figure this out. If you're in a rowboat and you have two paddles, but you only use one, the left one, over and over and over, you're just gonna go in a circle. Now, that's the problem was when I got to the door, um, I was trying to hold it open, but I can't really open with my left hand because it's reaching across my body because the way the door is. I was able to pull it open, but I couldn't push it. And luckily, this door went both ways, so I was able to pull it open a little bit, but I had to pull it, but I had to lean forward to even be able to reach it. So I had to turn my wheelchair sideways, so I'm directly sideways, open it slowly, and somehow back up my wheelchair and open the door without hitting the wheels of my wheelchair which stick out a little bit far. And it, it was very more challenging than I thought it would be. And at the same time, even if I get the door open, how do I get my chair through it? I don't only have one good leg to push with. That's my left leg. So I had to have my left leg free to try to push or pull myself through actually because I opened it facing it. So I had to try to pull myself through my left leg while holding the door open with my left arm and not veer off to the right because I don't have no way to stop myself from veering off to the right. So it was a pain. But that's one thing we need to consider if you do have something like this. Maybe practice at home. I tried to practice at home and it helped a little bit, but it ain't prepare you for the reality of it. Now I know some of you might say, "Oh, I'll have someone go with me." I didn't have that choice, and you might not either, depending on the circumstances. So you need to think about that. Your mom, Summer, had to stay home with you guys because none of you guys are old enough to push me either. But no, she has to because you guys are only under six right now, and so it was. I'm pretty sure it was difficult for her to know I was going to be doing this by myself. And it was my first time I was ever in a wheelchair for any reason that actually wasn't being goofy and playing around. And so it was nerve wracking. I ain't gonna lie, I cried in the vehicle because I felt so helpless. And when I got there, I tried that door. It didn't. It made me more mad that I'm going to a medical office where they didn't have nothing for wheelchairs. I mean, even the doorway had a little bit of lip where I had to like push pretty hard, like and get a little running start to get my wheelchair over it. And so that kind of frustrated me, but it actually helped me stop from crying because I was mad. So I wouldn't feel sorry for myself. I was like, I need to get in here because ain't no one gonna help me in there. And there was a few people that like was sitting down waiting for their see the doctor stuff, but nobody helped me. No one held the door open. This is a weird world we live in now. I did get there because the people, nice people from this rideshare thing, was able to take me there, and it worked out that way. But getting inside the door, getting inside the building, even sitting there waiting for them to call me back. When I went into the back, they didn't really have nothing for wheelchair either. Someone, I think there's the receptionist, like someone held the door open who called my name. When they come out, they say, Johnson, and then here I am, and that person held the door for me. But they didn't even have nerve to ask me, do you know where you're going, or can you get down the hall? I am a stroke victim with one arm and one leg. And I've never been in the back. How am I going to know where I'm going? How am I going to get there? So they don't seem like they want to help you much. Maybe it's just the place I was at. I don't know. But they did help me. The doctor was real nice. So he pushed me out when it was all said and done. But think about wheelchairs though. They're really they're cool in the concept because when I started going, it was pretty easy to get my momentum going. But I literally was just using my left side, and it was really I used my arm to get momentum going, and my left leg to try kind of like be a rudder and steer me. And I went to the right way more than I should have, but I got the hang of it after a while. But kiddos, and anyone out there who you ain't watching what you eat, you ain't watching what you're doing, whichever you ain't getting enough exercise, wheelchair might be in your future one day. So you might want to make sure you think about that the next time you pick up the extra slice of cheesecake, or you have high blood pressure and I don't need no meds. You don't know how bad it can get. Because right now, knowing that the only way I can go anywhere, not run outside, jump in my car, and turn up the radio, roll down the window, and just roll to where I need to go. No, it is slow moving, snail's pace, others people's mercy, and I'm not too proud that I can't ask for help. That's not even the issue. It's just I'm a grown ass man with kids, and just a couple months ago I was able to do all these, and it's more. I don't know if it's it's difficult knowing that I can't do this. It's not difficult asking for help, knowing that I can't. Knowing that I can't get up and use the bathroom without assistance. Knowing that I can't even stand up on my own 2 feet, literally, without reaching out and grabbing something to help me get some balance. I'm a guy who used to try to kip up. I don't know if you know the term, but when you kick both feet, when you only fly on your back and kick both feet out and try to land on your feet. I used to do that. I'm under 5 foot. I'm under 6 foot, 5'10", and I used to be able to jump up and grab the rim after 360. I can't even jump. If Chris Cross told me to jump, I can't do it. And okay, I know you kids might not get that reference. You can look it up when you get up.
They better know that one.
Oh, hopefully you guys know that song. It's an old pop song from when I was growing up.
It's older than me, and I know.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, kids, it's very difficult. So, my boys and my daughter, please, make sure you eat better than I did, and I'm gonna be on you about it, hopefully. And make sure that you eat as much steak as you want, boys. I got you. Okay, you eat that steak. Boy, potato every once in a while, cool, but man, we gonna have savage meat days all the time when we're growing up. You gonna be wondering why Dad eats so much meat. I might have to have a cattle range out back or something. We gonna be eating them steaks because that protein helps you a lot, but we avoid a lot of other bad stuff. Anyways, I'm looking at this video right now and I can see my eye, and it looks like I can't open it, and I can, people. I just so you know, it wants to see how it's doing its own thing. It's doing its own thing. It wants to go shut. So no, I can see out of it. I see me. Okay, I can still see out of it. And so hopefully later on, kids, when I'm older, I don't have no cob pipe and I'm not looking like Popeye going. I love you guys. All right, talk to you later. Bye bye.